Well, it was mostly decent. I'm John Rectum with my review of AEW Dark Elevation. 82 minutes for 12 matches, no match overstays welcome, so I certainly can't complain about that. In fact, I really only have one major complaint about this episode. There was no showcase. I love how Paul White has sat down with various talents like The Acclaimed, John Silver, Danny Limelight. Just, do it with the men and the women. Wait, that came out a lot weirder than I meant it, but you know what I mean. Just interview these various talents that you're trying to feature and you're trying to push. Utilize your YouTube audience because they do have a pretty big presence on YouTube and they have Dark Elevation and Dark. Hell, do showcases on both of them. Have Excalibur interview some of these talents that he knows because he tends to know a lot about indie wrestlers. Just utilize the announcers in different ways and everything and give us a reason to care about these wrestlers. And in all honesty, the action in most of these matches was not that bad. I do love how Tony Schiavone and Paul White are more laid back and call the wrestling like, a sport and athletic contest. And that's really good. They do have some fun yucking it up and making jokes. And you can tell they're good friends. But it is nice to hear Tony Schiavone a lot more dialed back. Even though I enjoy his energy and exuberance on Dynamite, I just enjoy the chemistry him and Paul White have. So FTR actually got to have a tag match against Royce Isaacs and Jor-El Nelson, who I've seen at a few indie shows. And let me tell you right now, tremendous talents. I love FTR, and this actually made sense. My God, this actually would have been fine on Dynamite. They could have done something like this and given FTR, given us a reason to care about FTR. Like, holy shit, they can work with these guys, give them a few things, and then win decisively. And man, this is how tag team work should be done. Anyway, it made sense. There was a good back and forth at first, and then they took over, targeting Jor-El's knee. No, now Superman reference, and then we get a reverse figure 4 for the win. That's about it. Now the roads with Vicky, the useless Vicky Guerrero. Seriously, just get rid of Vicky. You don't fucking need her. Nyla definitely doesn't need her, and Andrade sure as fuck doesn't need her. Nyla took on Delmi Exo, and she got hit with the Beast Bomb in 30 seconds. That's it. That's all I need to say. I like Nyla. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy Nyla's being featured a little bit more. But goddamn, she doesn't need Vicky. The Acclaimed, Bowens and Caster, took on Baron Black and Tamilian Vanish. I hope I didn't butcher that name. I probably did. So yeah, Baron Black got taken out because he didn't like the rap that Caster said, and he got hit with the boom box. Boom box, sound in my heart, and great. Now boom clap is stuck in my head again. That was a good song. Really sad movie, by the way. Anyway, yeah, the guys got laid out during the match also, and I like Baron Black. I think that he has something, but man, they just got the shit beat out of them. They got in a few moves, but they basically got mauled and beat up. And S4, mic drop 1, 2, 3. And then the Varsity Blondes, Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison with Julia Hart versus Bums Are Us. And they're supposed to be, homeless guys. But the problem is the name, you know what? I'm just not even going to say it. But I think you might understand why that name might, make some people think that doesn't sound like a homeless thing. But anyway, it is what it is. They remind me of the Strays from, various indie shows that I've been around. Elliot Tyler and... Icarus. I'm just going to go Ike. No, I'm just going to say that's a deep cut for the indie wrestling fans around here and in Canada. So anyway, it's over 90 seconds after Bums Are Us, bum rush them, if you will. And then one of them gets hit with a drop kick, while Griff holds him up for Pillman Jr. 1, 2, 3. And then we get Chris Statlander with the Best Friends versus Renee Michelle. Everybody gets a boop. I fucking wish. Chris Statlander, let me tell you right now, I may not care for the alien gimmick, but she is definitely a good athlete, and she's beautiful. She really is beautiful. And Renee Michelle, she is improved here. I will say that much about Renee Michelle. She got in a few shots. We did have the Galactic Tumbleweed, which was kind of funny, and then Statlander got an STO variation, and Big Bang Theory just, crotching and crunching Renee Michelle up, and there we go. Taz hypes up Hobbs versus Page, and Hobbs says, put down the whiskey, saddle up, jump on your horse, leave the Ponderosa because I'm going to kick your ass on Saturday. Okay. Yeah, he was a little bit, nervous, you could tell, but he delivered it well. I don't know why Taz just didn't say it, but, Hobbs has something. Hobbs wrestles later. Matt Hardy versus Jorah Joel. I really hope I did not butcher that because this guy has a good look. This guy has a really good look, and Matt ends up hitting a twist of fate in a few minutes, 1, 2, 3, and then offers this guy a position in his group to scrub the floors and everything because, he's a job guy and he needs to build up and everything. Okay, the guy's got a good look. He's got a good physique. So if this is a way to utilize the guy, fine. But Matt Hardy's group, it's fucking ridiculous. The Bunny, though, damn, Allie, just damn. Spears and Wardlow versus Ryzen and Cal Hero. So Jor-El and Cal, not Kal-El, Kal-El. Wardlow, don't give a fuck. He just tossed people around in the knockout knee on Ryzen in like 2 minutes. I think he hit on Ryzen. I actually kind of tuned out on like who he actually hit it on. But he knocked somebody out with the knee. The knee in the corner, the knee in the spotlight. And then Hobbs took on Darian Bankston and basically hit him with a sidewalk slam in like a minute and a half. That's about it. Jay Cargill versus Robin Renegade. Yep, it was meant to be jaded. That was a butchering of that Aerosmith song. And that was it. Sterling then puts her over, and then that Jorah guy says he has to consider Matt's offer to live his dream because Matt Hardy's his idol. You need better idols, kid. And that's about it. Matt Hardy is somebody that's meant a lot to wrestling, but Matt Hardy should not be wrestling anymore. Eddie Kingston and Penta with Alex versus Vari Morales and Fuego del Sol. Alex had so much to Penta. He's such a slappable douche. And I mean that with respect, because apparently he's a really nice guy, and he does great Spanish commentary. I've actually heard some of it. The guy's got life and energy, but as far as a manager, you want to slap him. But that means he's doing his job. It wasn't bad. We get some flippy shit, including some dives, because of course we get dives. And then the arm snap and the cover 1, 2, 3. Jungle Boy took on Cesar Bononi. Why this match went as long as it did, I have no idea, because they had Luchasaurus and the useless Runt out there, along with Bononi's guys, JD Drake, who has something, Peter Avalon, who I'm worried a slight breeze will carry him into the ocean, where cake will be eaten by said ocean. That song is forever in my head. And the Dolph Twin. So we get interference, and then we get a clothesline from behind, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Matt Sydal with Mike versus Jack Evans with Matt and Angelico, and cool. Well, Matt can work. Evans can do flippy shit, but that's really about it. I'm not really that impressed with Jack Evans. Lightning Spiral 1, 2, 3. There you go. Matt won. That's really all I got to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.